Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and in today's video I'm going to discuss my 40th floor EX clear guide. Here in this clear, I have Agrias as my tank, Mediana as my DPS, Rosa as my DPS support, Ayaka as my support, and Ziza as a support DPS. So Agrias can be replaced by anyone with slash and missile resist like Kilfe or Engelbert or Whisper, whichever tank you have, as long as they have hate or sentinel and can do like buffs to themselves. So I'm using Fleet of Foot for Ziza because she needs a lot of movement and agi to close in on the gunners and charm them in the shortest amount of time. Her main purpose here is to put status ailments as fast as possible because we want to disable the gunner first in order for Agrias to have breathing room and tank. And I'm putting Tri Protection on Agrias so that she won't be immobilized in the next few turns. And I have put bells on her so that she can sustain tank and she has enough AP to sustain her tanking on the first few turns. Take note that the Iron Giants used a buff that increases their defense and lowers their SPR, making magic attacks more viable here. Now you can see Ziza applying charm on the enemy. You can bring other charm characters like Vistral or Victora to apply charm, but the preferred would be someone with charm and doom. I use Blizzaga here because I have Rosa that can lower ice resistance of the turtles, further increasing the Blizzaga's damage, but you can replace Rosa with anyone that creates status debuffs on the enemy, like Miranda's Resistance Break or the Green Mage's Dispel. You can see me repeating this technique a lot in order to boost Mediana's damage, as it's very effective against these units. So you can see here from Mediana's initial 2,600 damage, she released a damage of 5,023. This saves me from a lot of AP and a lot of flare uses, as well as faster casting time. Just a short note that Iron Giants have very short range and no range height, so keeping yourself at the very back helps your squishy units to survive. Keeping your tank ahead gives you more space to move around, but be mindful of your distances and hate generation. Another tip would be to check your action order as to know if you need a spell with shorter casting time or an insta spell like Mediana's Limit Break, or just Do not do anything and wait for your next turn for a better opportunity. Don't forget to check the hate value on your tank status screen so you would know when to taunt. The value gets removed by 1 each time you get hit. So taunt itself gives you 10 hate, so you would know how many enemy turns is required before you use taunt. So in this portion, I took a little risk so that I can take out the Iron Giants, but don't worry, I have re-raise. In other cases, you can use Ayaka's full life or full life in order to resurrect anyone if you plan to take a risk. So remember earlier I used Mediana's limit break. This is to lower the Iron Giant's ice resistance and boosting my damage using a low cost or cheap skill. So this helps me save AP, flare usage, and lowers my cast time. The boss uses magic to attack, that's why I did an SPR up to help me tank it as Agrias. So the Marlboros came out. They have skills that can immobilize you, like sticky goo, and they have other status ailments like smelly breath. Although I didn't encounter it at all, so I use prayer to prevent any other status ailments, and you can use monk's purification or esuna or calamity guard to prevent any problems, but you have to take them out or apply status ailments on them so that you can have breathing room when you are dealing with them. At this point, Agrias no longer has taunting blade, so the my squish units are at higher risk of being targeted, so it's best to deploy a shield like Ayaka's TMR or Mashari's TMR so that you can survive a bit more. So Blade Bash has a stun effect that is not part of the boss's status ailment resistance, so it's viable to use to keep the boss at bay and give your team breathing room while you deal with the marble. Remember, this is a tip from my previous video, but yeah, I used the shell to help my other mages to do more damage since Mediana has no AP left. This helps her recover AP and helps the other units deal more damage to the Malboros. Use Mediana's Dispel to remove the enemy's buffs. This helps you defeat him by lowering his defense and all that. It also lowers his attack because he has like an attack buff as well, and this will also force the boss to use up turns for buffing. So again, guys, thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe. I have a video where I have tips on how to clear the tower. I used every tip that I had there to clear this floor. So you don't need any high cost or expensive unit to clear this. You may use my tips to clear this very easily as well. So that's all. Ciao.